Oscar Mike Radio is a proud podcast partner of Wreaths Across America Radio, heard every Thursday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern. They're also big supporters of the nonprofit I Got Your Six, Two Lives at Once. And with every Wreath you sponsor through Oscar Mike Radio, $5 goes back to this great organization dedicated to making a difference in the lives of veterans, law enforcement, firefighters, and first responders battling PTSD. Two Lives at Once pairs these brave men and women together with dogs rescued from kill shelters. In this way, two lives are saved at the same time by saving each other. Donate now. Go to wreathsacrossamerica.org/Oscar Mike Radio to help. That's wreathsacrossamerica.org/Oscar Mike Radio.
There was peace unknown. I set out to get you with a fine-tooth comb. I was soft inside. There was something going on.
Monotony. It comes in all shapes and sizes. Dull, tedious, just plain boring. But what is this? A contender, perhaps? Something unboring by the looks of it. Jabs right at dull, an uppercut to tedium, something that keeps you on your toes, keeps your head on a swivel, a knockout punch to your old, boring workouts. Welcome to Fight Camp.
Notorious, we notorious, yeah we notorious, yeah we some warriors, out here feeling glorious, yeah we notorious. Maybach music.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me? 'Cause I just wanna...
Get ready! Woo! We are on tour, and we're doing it better than anybody else alive. Now, Buddy Landell, it's so hard for me to sit back here in this studio looking at a guy out here hollering my name when last year I spent more money on Spilt liquor.
Yeah, every bar's holy, straight divinity. Great stability with ancient wizardry. God goes writing on the page after I prayed, he visits me. My frame is spiritually plateauing when angels lifted me.
Welcome to Turnbuckles and the Spilt Liquor Podcast. I'm your host, Lito, with my co-host, Sinista1. What's going on tonight, brother? It's a nice shirt you got on there, black man. Where you get that from? Nah, I wanted for those that watch every week, y'all know we have a men's group that we're in, and I wanted to make a shirt in reference to the men's group that we have. It's a black men's mental wellness group, and just wanted to make a little something, man, just about black men forgiving themselves. You know, this is men's mental health month. So I created that, you know, just the font and everything was already on the you know, I was on the page or whatever. I just, you know, changed the words and yeah, wanted to create something like that. And I got some other stuff that I just cooked up today. Did you see that? Did I send in there? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we're just excited to just get something out for the guys, you know. You know, so yeah, I got mine on as well, you know. So yeah, that's what, you know, a lot of black men need to do is forgive themselves for whatever. We talk about forgiveness, we want to talk about black men forgiving themselves for coming up a certain way, not knowing another path to choose. Forgive yourself for being raised to not show emotion, being raised to not cry. So, black men, forgive yourself. Oh, did I? Okay. Yeah. You know, forgive yourself for you know, black men even growing up not being able or being told not to, you know, not to cry. Black men being raised to be strong all the time. Or black men being raised with trauma that ultimately landed you possibly behind bars in jail. Forgive yourself for all of that. We got a good show for y'all tonight. Check on my guys' mental health. Where you at tonight, bro? 1 to 10.
This heat, Jesus, the heat hit today. We got up in 100. I'm
Oh,
more
it's 100
like,
today there?
yeah, we reached 100. We reached over 100 here. My office was, I got AC, but you know, once you leave, you know, sometimes having an office all day with AC, and then when you come home, you got to go home. Sometimes that's worse. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got to head out into the heat, and it hits you like a ton of bricks. And I take the train home, and you know, I walk part of the way. So yeah, I'm more of a heat drained 7. You know, it's not my mental health. It's just the draining of the heat.
Word. I'm probably a probably 7 myself today. It was hot as ever. 94. I think my car said 97 today. So it's burning up, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's almost that weather where you go commando. Hey, it ain't no fun when you out there in the hot sun and your nuts are sweating. Like, dang, yo. Oh man. Shout out our guest from last week, Shawn Knyte. The CPW World Champion, the Prince of Greatness, Shawn Knyte. Shout out to homie. We had a great conversation with him. If y'all missed last week, it's up. You can go check it out or listen to it on all streaming platforms, as well as the week before when we had Ahmed Johnson. That's up on our YouTube channel as well as in all streaming platforms where you can listen to the interview. It's super dope. I got some new cops this week. I just want to show them. So new cops this week. Everybody know I get on Whatnot, and I be on Whatnot, and I grab some things every now and then. One of my new cops this week is Mr. One of a Kind himself. Let's see if I can get the
RVD.
Yes, sir.
Got a kid on the way. And I'm hoping when the baby takes its first steps, he puts up a reel or an IG to Pantera's walk, because you got to do that. If you're RVD and your kid first starts to walk, you got to put that video up to Pantera's walk.
Facts. And then this other guy, he said, what Ahmed Johnson say? What'd he say?
He called him Magilla Gorilla. Mark Henry.
Somebody gonna get their head with. Got this as well. It's another RVD ringside collectible, ringside exclusive. You got both ECW belts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's super dope. And then none other than the legend himself, Jake the Snizake. Jake the Snizake. Well, I'm hoping we can get him on here because Jake the Snake will be a good interview. Straight up.
He's one of the ones I got on my New England Fan Fest wish list.
Yeah, Jake the Snake Roberts is. You get Jake the Snake, you in there. You in there like swimwear. Let's go to these topics, man. Where we want to start tonight? Okay, so.
Oh, I posted this convention event that's coming up. I'm almost tempted to tell you to come out here, bro. In August.
You talking about the major wrestling fig? Oh no.
Yeah, that's
Extreme Bash.
Cardona and what's his name's Fig podcast. They're doing an event.
Matt Cardona, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a live podcast event called the Big Ass Extreme Bash on August 24th.
At the Kowloon.
Yep, at the Kowloon, which we've talked about on this show. I've told you about how it's a legendary place for all wrestlers.
Yeah.
Raven's gonna be there. Sandman's gonna be there. And
Raven's gonna be there.
Yeah, the
Wow.
flyer's up on the show. If you guys are looking in the bottom corner, the
Hope
flyer
the
is
Raven,
up.
nevermore. Raven was so dope.
Yeah, and
was.
there's a lot of ECW legends are going to be at this event, this podcast event. It's in August. I'm almost tempted, and we could get VIP tickets and whatever. It might be worth coming out here. What's up, Zigzag? What's up, Corey Rip in the
I
chat?
gotta see. I know it's a lot going on in August.
Did you see the flyer? I know, but have you seen the flyer?
No, I didn't get a chance to check the flyer out yet.
Oh, bro. Hold on. Let me pull this flyer up for you.
But I know. Hold on. I'll look at it right now on my phone.
It is in our... Let me pull the flyer up here so people can see it. Well, people can see it because it's being shown there.
Yeah.
Big Ass Bash.
Big
Raven,
ass
Sandman,
bash.
Tommy Dreamer, Myers, Sterling. Well, Myers, Sterling, and Cardona, they host the Wrestling Fig podcast.
Yeah,
The three of them.
you know, Cardona, that's what's her name's boyfriend? Shoot. Chelsea
Green. Yep.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, Sandman, Raven, and is and Tommy Dreamer. That's
Tommy Dreamer.
doors open
Tommy
at
Dreamer
1. Show begins at 2. I actually reached out to them to try to get somebody on this show to talk about this event, but it's Major WF Pod, which stands for Wrestling Fig.
Yeah, because that's his company. He actually does the he's on Whatnot as well,
Okay.
and he does the he sells the figs on there. So
Yeah, looks
That's
like
dope.
a good event. Tickets look cheap too. Tickets look pretty cheap. So
also, don't y'all forget New England Fan Fest. 11 May 2nd, 2026. We will be there. Okay. Don't sleep. When the tickets start going on sale for those, you know?
he said there was an announcement coming for the tickets real soon. I've got a
Okay.
lot of people in my inbox.
We gotta get him
asking.
back on there. We gotta get him back on here.
Yeah, we do.
Because people want to know certain, and you know, he might have some more stuff to drop, some more.
And vendor tables are done, out.
Yeah.
They're sold out. The only way they're gonna get more vendor tables if they were to get more space, and I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I think those tables went fast.
Damn. Listen, y'all can still get tickets to come though.
I know, because we're gonna be there
Make
the
sure
night
y'all
before.
come.
We've already discussed. We've already got our game plan straight. We're gonna be there the night before when everybody else is arriving. We're gonna try to get exclusive
Facts.
content. We really trying to show out.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm even trying to figure out if I need a cameraman. I know somebody too, but I'm trying to see.
See, I have a setup, so my setup we can just walk around with, so we won't need
Okay.
we won't even need a camera. I have an iRig, so
Oh, word. Okay.
yep, I got an iRig.
Y'all don't want to miss out on this. This is we've got Harvey Whippleman, Adam Bomb, Diamond Dallas Page, the Headbangers, Barbarian.
Powers of Pain, yeah.
Yep.
A ton of cosplay people, a ton of
It's a lot
famous
of people.
cosplay people. If you like
Yeah.
that, so it's not just wrestling. There's going to be
Yeah.
the cosplay is going to be there and represented.
Figure people.
The figs, are going to be deep. People representing the figs are going to be deep. And I thought he said when we had Joe on, didn't he say sports cards too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he said sports cars. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, because the wrestling cards are really coming up right now.
Yeah, they are. People are selling the wrestling cards a lot too.
So I haven't really been following it, but it looks like when certain things happen on Raw or SmackDown or PLE, Tops is rushing out and making like a special limited card of something that may have happened.
Right.
So like,
Right.
for example, I think there's one of the Cena pipe bomb from SmackDown that they rushed out.
And do we want to call that a pipe bomb? Well, when we get there, we'll talk about it. Let's start at ACW. Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm at All In, Texas. How you feel?
They rushed that, but I'm ready for it.
You think they rushed it?
Mercedes Moné is so hot right now. Like she can't do nothing wrong since she left the WWE. And Toni Storm is the hot item. And we talked about AEW having these ups, these way up highs, and then they go way down on momentum. And they need this headed into All In, but they need to keep it going. They need to keep it just going afterwards. Losing talent, does hurt,
Right.
Losing Mariah May was big, then we've got rumored people leaving, so you got to keep your talent happy or else, they're going to walk. So this is a big one.
Yeah.
This is a big one.
I think All In is like their version of WrestleMania, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So All In is going to be sweet. I can't wait to see it, actually. GCW, they had a crazy mixed match show, Bangin in Little Rock.
Did you see?
I didn't get a chance to see it.
It was so
nice.
The majority of the matches were men against women.
Wow.
And bro, we're talking putting people through tables. We're talking putting people through sheetrock. We're talking about men and women coming off top ropes on each other. Yo, craziness.
Wow.
And they just signed some major women to that promotion. They got Shotzi there now.
Well, she was there and she just went back. Yeah.
Yep. Elena Black is there. They got Natalya there, but Natalya, that's going to get interesting now because the rumor is now Natalya is going to be teamed up with what's her name from American Made
Tag Team Champions. Yeah.
So we're gonna see what's going to happen there. So
yeah.
But GCW, if you haven't had a chance, it was in Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas. It was Banging in Little Rock, and they have like a little promo video of all the matches. And I'll tell you, some of the women showed out, bro. And I've said this, WWE has shown some flashes of intergender matches, and I kind of feel like they've got Jordynne Grace coming. She's been known to do intergender matches. Rhea Ripley's proven that she could do it. Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez. So I mean, there are some women who can hold it down. And after seeing this thing, and they were crazy for this stuff in Little Rock. So it's feasible. It's feasible to bring fan support. So
that's dope. Make sure y'all check out GCW. I think most of their stuff is YouTube.
Yeah, they're coming to Connecticut in July, and I'm still tossing back the idea of going to see it.
Okay, how far is Connecticut from you?
It's about 2.5 hours. It's down by the casino, so it's this time of year. If I go in Vengeance, it's a nice ride, for me.
Right.
So if I go by myself,
and you can stop by the casino while you're at it.
Right.
Cause you Big Willie. Oh man. NWA. They're ready to go on RokuTV July 29th.
We said they were gonna find a spot. We said it. They were gonna end up somewhere. There's just too many streaming networks out there.
Yep. NWA used to be before WCW. It was NWA, and NWA they had some nice matches.
Yeah. I mean, that was Saturday mornings. NWA Alliance on Fox in the mornings. That's where I saw Iceman King Parsons, Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. That the whole Freebirds and some of the best Southern wrestlers down there.
They used to come out there and be dancing. Michael Hayes and Jimmy Garvin.
That was a hit song for them too. That video was on MTV in rotation. That's how crazy it was.
Michael P.S. Hayes.
Bad Street.
That's right. From Bad Street.
Is he still alive? Michael P.S.
Michael Hayes?
He was a booker for WWE for a little while.
Yeah, he's still alive.
He's still alive?
That's what we need to find. Yeah.
Damn,
Michael P.S. Hayes. That's what we need to track down. We need to track him down. Let me see.
Bad Street, Atlanta, GA.
That's right.
I'm sure they'll have these people all in the audience when they have the PLE coming up. WWE
You think so?
will be in Atlanta. Yeah, they'll be in Atlanta. They'll have it because they're gonna have Saturday night's main event is in Georgia that Saturday. So I'm sure we might see a Michael P.S. Hayes at that Saturday night's main event in Georgia coming up.
Yeah, he's still an agent for WWE.
He's still employed? He's still working for them?
Yeah.
Okay. So he survived the McMahon fallout.
I mean, he's not. The weird thing is, I haven't seen him on TV or anything.
He's been in the back. I mean, I haven't even heard Cornette talk about him, and Cornette used to always mention him. So I don't know, maybe health wise. I mean, he's older. He's an older guy. He's up there with Flair.
Yeah, he's 66. Yeah.
Yep. So, who knows?
Yep, he's still married. Yep.
I'm sure he's got stories. That'd be a nice legend to get on.
Facts. Just gotta find an email address for him. To some degree. And TNA, Josh Briggs challenges Trick Williams for the TNA title.
It's already
on NXT.
it's probably we're at 9:52.
Tonight.
That might be already over. It might be because it was on NXT.
Any updates? Let's see. Can we update the people?
Yeah. So
About
it'll be
that,
NXT results for tonight.
Let's see. We're gonna update the people tonight. Trick Williams defends the TNA World Championship.
It's almost over because it started at 8 and that's the main event, so it's probably still going on.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, they had a killer women's 4-way tonight. Last Legend versus Jordynne Grace versus Izzy Dame versus Jada Parker. That's a match right there. That's a match right there.
I got Trick Williams wins by pinfall with Trick Shot, retaining the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, because it's 9:53, so it's probably just getting over. Yep.
Javon Evans, he fought Tavion Heights, and he won by pinfall with a double jump tornillo. I don't know what that is. That must be one of his moves.
That's his finishing move. So we might have to add that in. It looks like NXT is on when we're on. It's just getting off, so we're probably gonna just give results. I don't know. People might get mad at us because they still, you know what I'm saying. Obi Femi was on there tonight talking.
Ricky Saints, he fought and he won. Let's see. Obi Femi makes his entrance and gets on the mic.
Damn, we must be on the same page. Cage seats, cage side seats.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, he's reading the same shit I'm reading.
Yep, they give a breakdown of everything. So it looks like
when's he getting called up, bro? He's got to be getting called
up. Oba Femi?
Yeah, he's got to be.
But when you bring him up, I could see him going against Bronson Reed though. What if Oba come up and go for Bronson Reed? What if Oba comes up and gets and is instantly a part of Jacob Fatu's clique?
Oh shit! Don't do it. Oh man! Woo!
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be crazy.
I know we're about to talk about WWE. I got a hot take though. So I went on WWE.com, WWE Shop .com, and I went to just see because I seen all of the Goldberg stuff, right? Yo, I believe they're gonna put the belt around him again. For this last match. Only reason why I'm saying that, right, is because all of the shirts and stuff they're promoting him with the World Heavyweight Championship. And I was like, yo, they wouldn't be doing this unless. So of course they got the last ride, Goldberg's last ride, and all that. Let me see. Hold on.
I feel he's getting it because, Jay, this match was supposed to happen a year ago at SummerSlam. We all know this.
Right.
And they had to have it happen. But the belt, I say, has got to go back to Jay. Jay is the moneymaker, and we're going to get into Raw, but Jay's a moneymaker. And, even my son, who I seen this weekend, he had a Yeet shirt. My son Terrell I looked down while he had got a flat tire and I had to help him out, and he had a Yeet shirt, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, see,
you see it right there.
I'm like, this dude got a Yeet. Yeah, see, but I think this is just temporary. I think it's kind of ass that Gunther is probably gonna lose to him, and then Jay's gonna get it back at a Saturday Night's Main Event from Goldberg
at some point.
Yes.
And then also, what also made me believe, I seen this shirt that they're promoting. It's called, it says Goldberg on it, but it says all the gold, right? And I'm like, all the gold. And then they have Goldberg's last ride on the back, and on the front of the shirt is him with the championship belt.
See? And they're setting up his son. They are definitely setting, because he the whole rant he went on the other night, he mentioned his son. And I'm like,
right.
We know his son's going to be coming after college, so if he don't go to the NFL, so.
So my thing, I was like, yo, what's going on here? I'm like, y'all are about to have Gunther lose again. Lose to Goldberg. At Saturday Night Main Event, give Goldberg the belt, and then have him lose it to Jey Uso, or I believe this is going to happen. Goldberg's going to win the championship. Then Seth Rollins is going to come out and take the belt. Money in the Bank.
Yep.
I think that's happening.
That could happen too. That could very well be a possibility.
I believe that's what's going to happen. And then Jey Uso is going to end up winning it back from him at SummerSlam. Or, depending on if they want Jey Uso to have the belt back, which I don't understand why they wouldn't, because he ain't lost a step with the crowd.
No. He's getting the belt back. He's getting his belt back. This is just temporary.
So, yeah, that's dope. Let's talk about these injuries that's going on in WWE. Liv Morgan.
Yep, which we talked about last week.
Yeah, it was a freak accident. Just
4 to 6 months.
4 to 6 months with that shoulder injury.
Yep.
Now Chad Gable, what happened to him?
So Chad, he was backstage. He had a little thing with Penta, and when I was watching it, you know how sometimes they get backstage and they do these spots over the equipment and the boxes and stuff.
Yeah.
Penta did I think he was hurt before, but Penta did the what do you call it there? The sacrifice on his arm.
Oh yeah.
And when it happened, I was like, okay, they're really overblowing this. I think Chad's hurt. I think Chad was hurt at Worlds Collide. I think Chad got hurt at Worlds Collide, and I think they were keeping it kind of on a DL for him to take this time off. But people seem to forget that Chad put in 2 matches in one night.
Yeah.
And in that Worlds Collide match that he put down, that was a good he took some spots.
Yeah, he did.
He took some spots. Say what you want about Chad Gable. He works hard when he's out there.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want, but he works hard, and I think he's been hiding this since Worlds Collide. So he's gonna definitely be out. I don't think his injury of him being out hurts as much as Liv being out, because Liv was part of a major storyline. She was going up against one of the Bellas, Nikki Bella, and she's holding that tag team belt with Rodriguez. So, that opens that up because it's 4 to 6 months. So that's
right.
A decision has to be made there. That match was supposed to happen this weekend, so that changed everything. And then there's some things that happened this weekend, and I'm like, okay, where are they going with this? Because here we were rumoring things about Rhea Ripley, and it looks like she might be on the way out. So a lot of stuff going on, and we can break that down as we get into these topics. But in Goldberg, as we know, Goldberg was injured the night he cut the promo last week and at Raw.
Which means he got to chill. He going to chill.
Gunther's going to have to carry him on Saturday night's main event, which is in 2 weeks. So
2 weeks, yeah. That's going to be crazy. Where is Ludwig Kaiser? I don't know. I feel like he's going to be gone soon. He doesn't really have a it's like the other guy that was with him. When they were a tag team.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the other guy is.
Didn't he go to AEW?
Did he? Okay.
I thought he did. He went right after Ricochet, I believe.
Oh, it makes sense. Okay.
But
I think Ludwig Kaiser is going to be on his way over there too.
I don't.
Because where do you put him? Who do you put him against?
I thought they were building up for this Imperium breakup. I thought that was coming, and I really wanted to see that storyline, to be honest. I still want to see that story of Imperium breakup between him and Gunther. I think that would be a hell of a storyline. We all know, we've done it with everybody. Eventually
it'd be
people
dope
break up.
if Ludwig Kaiser helped Goldberg win.
Ooh, because that's a good question. Because everybody's asking. That's been the question. Where's Luke? That would be a bomb. If Ludwig comes out and helps Goldberg win, that's a good hot take, man. That's a good hot take.
If this happens, we're gonna be like, we said this shit on our podcast.
That's a good hot. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a good one. Because WWE is like that. They like to put people on the back burner for a little while and have you be wondering where they are, and then they pop up just like that.
Yep.
Because everybody talking about Gunther's gonna kill Goldberg. Everybody's talking about that. But if Ludwig
come out and do something,
because they had a little bit of heat. Remember, they did have a little bit of heat. So, and for me, that's a good feud. That's a good feud right there.
It is. Because nobody would see it coming either.
Yep.
So
I would love that. My fingers are crossed for that prediction.
SmackDown Cena pipe bomb promo on CM Punk's 14th year anniversary. What'd you think? What'd you think of the pipe?
It was good.
Pipe bomb.
It was good. I know there's a lot of people out here. They're mic shaming Cena. I don't know why anybody out here is mic shaming Cena. Cena has proven that he can hold the mic and he can go toe to toe. He proved it when he went with The Rock. and the Fruity Pebbles and all that stuff. That was killer work on the mic.
True.
I thought the pipe bomb was great. The name dropping is what got me, because he was mentioning some people, and I'm like, damn, you hurting feelings now. he brought up Ziggler. He went deep, and I was saying to myself, damn, okay, you cutting right now. You saying some shit right now that only some real wrestling fans truly really know when you talk about people that helped put him over and then got cut. And that was just straight nature of the business. And it was a pipe bomb for me because it was the way he did it. Like he looked into the camera and was like, "Hi, Dolph," and I was like, "Whoa, shit." I would have been a little mad,
Dolph
bro.
Dolph is in TNA, and he could help me. He could be back.
I'd have texted Cena if I was Dolph.
What's his name now in TNA? I can't even remember what his damn name is.
Oh, what Dolph Ziggler's name is now? I thought he was using his real name now.
Yeah, whatever his real name
I
is.
forget, yeah, he's using like his real name now.
Yeah. The pipe bomb was. Do we have a clip for the pipe bomb?
No, I didn't. I thought about it, but WWE is funny with clips, man, and they lock it right down. So I don't even mess with them. I've gotten clips and I've gotten approved to use a lot of stuff, but WWE is.
They be like click clink.
I was surprised that I didn't get shut down for the clip with Tony Norris with Ahmed Johnson. But again, he was on the show, so that kind of, that's kind of it. But
we had another great Raw. What's your take on Raw? What you think about it last night? It was dope, wasn't it?
Netflix just needs it, bro. We sit here week after friggin' week after friggin' week after week, and we sit here and we say to ourselves, when is Raw going to fall off? When is Raw going to be? And I'm looking at these matches, and I'm saying to myself, okay, you got to keep me and to be honest, they only have 4 matches Monday night.
It was crazy.
It was all promos in 4 matches, but the 4 matches that they gave us, bro, I thought Penta was dead. when you think that Braun Breaker has shown you his worst spear ever, he comes out like on Netflix and tops it again. Like I if you would told me that Braun Breaker was going to top the spear that he gave to Carlito, I would have been like, nah, bro. And then he did what he did to Penta. Penta was coming off the ropes. I'm like, how the hell did this man even know this shit? And bro, I seen him coming off them ropes, and I was like, oh, you know how you be wanting to yell for somebody in slow motion?
Like, yo.
Penta, he's coming. Yo. When he hit him with that spear and Penta was coming off Penta had come off the ropes and spun. And I'm like, yo, he's coming off them ropes at 30 miles an hour. Like, this isn't going to be nice. And as soon as he hit that, my phone was, everybody was like, bro.
You had texted me like, that was crazy.
So we have that. And then, of course, the only real thing that I figured out was going to happen, we knew Jade Cargill was going to advance. And to be honest, I think she's queen of the ring. Let's stop messing around. She's going to be queen of the ring. Jade is going to be queen of the ring.
Do you think Jade is still a little raw, though?
That match against Roxanne was nice. It was a nice match. But I'm not feeling the playing up to the crowd.
It was some things that I just didn't like about the match. Like, it was some things like when she did like the brogue kick. She do her own version of the brogue kick or whatever, and she missed a few times. Like it was just like off. Like their timing was just off.
Well, and you gotta understand too, though. Roxanne Perez is a big girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So I mean, She's a lot better than what she was when she first came.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She's a lot better, and the crowd loves her. The crowd loves her.
What you think about my girl Bailey last night?
She looked good. She looked good last night when she came out.
Yeah, she did look good. And then here come fucking Valkyria.
I thought they was gonna scrap.
They're gonna end up.
And Lyra, it was playing the innocent, I didn't know rule, but part of me was like, but did she? Did she? You know what I'm saying? And Becky is really embracing this heel.
Yeah. Well, she likes that anyway, though.
She's really embracing this heel. They didn't have a ruling yet, so they're gonna have to. Adam Pearce is gonna have to answer for that one, because Bailey's got to complain about it. But again, we're headed towards Evolution, so a lot of these storylines are really to build for Evolution. So are we getting ready to build up for maybe a 3-way for this belt?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Triple threat match for the. I believe that's what's gonna happen. Triple threat match, and your girl Rhea came out last night. Got into it with Gonzalez. Let me tell you, when she first came to the WWE, I used to love her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She was tall, strong. She could throw me down the street. That's why I told my wife about Nia Jax. I said, but I used to like her. I said she looked like she.
Yeah, curious. That's the curious woman.
Might throw me, boom, slam me, and then drop a leg. Drop a leg. Don't hurt me.
Oh, Amari's in the chat. He said, "Yes, sir."
Don't hurt me, please.
Amari, what's going on in the chat?
Yeah. Don't hurt me, please. Drop a leg on me or an elbow. And let me tell you something. I don't know if I could take that bonsai drop she be hitting people with. I don't know about that. Could you take that?
No.
I don't know, bro. He said no.
No, but
no. Especially from Yokozuna. How did people take it from Yokozuna?
I don't know.
How? You remember that? I seen one time, right, when they were showing highlights of him doing a bonsai drop. It looked like he landed on this guy kind of hard. Because he usually he lands feet first, and then he sits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he don't. This particular one, he tried to land feet first. His feet slipped from under him, and he just landed on this guy. I'm like, oh, he's probably going to the hospital. He's probably going to the hospital. I'm gonna have to send it to you. The bonsai drop was, goodness gracious.
Well, she got put through a table, and she looked like she was injured, and she came back out and asked, she asked for another match and blah blah. But I think she's on the way out, because I know that Buddy has been saying that she's trying to get they're trying to have a kid. So
Rhea.
Yeah, and she got her butt kind of whooped. So I'm kind of like, okay, I think they're gearing up for her. If this is what's happening,
she's gonna kind of do like what Becky did, take a little time off and then come back.
Yep.
And be champion again.
And she's so popular too. So she's so freaking popular. It's insane.
Night of Champions preview. Let's preview some of these matches and give our, who we think.
Oh, you don't want to? You ain't talking about the main event from Netflix?
Oh, wait, okay. Well, we talk about. I'm a Jey Uso guy, so I get upset when he ain't winning. Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes.
Bro.
I tried to get past this.
Bro, on a scale of 1 to 10, even though I know you was probably unhappy, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate that match, bro?
That shit was 12.
Huh?
It was a 12.
Yo,
That match was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm like, how the hell is Netflix got me screaming in
You
my
say
house
it
at
every
10:30
week.
on a Monday night like a
Every
PLE?
week you like, they ain't gonna be at the top last week. You say it every week. It's like somebody hears you.
Bro, they gave each other their own finishing moves and kicked it. And then, yo, I like Cody, but there's sometimes when Cody just goes above and beyond, like he did in the ladder match with Kevin Owens. I was like, yo, okay. Last night, Cody with the Cody cutter, when he went up and ran up and he did the Cody cutter, I was like, bro.
Off the top rope, though. That was the one off the top. When he did off the top rope, I'm like, damn, he ain't getting up. I said that.
That match, and when when the people was chanting, I'm like, yo, I don't think we've ever heard that many times during the night for one match, bro. That match was, and what was good about it was when it was all said and done, there was no swerve, there was that mutual respect, but it goes back to me saying Jey Uso is a star. He's a star, bro. That match was just a. If you got to talk about Jay and where he stands in the caliber of the talent, that match was ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
And I was
like,
I didn't even want to text you or call you that late because I'm like, damn, bro, we gonna be
you
on the phone
I was
for
up.
a minute.
No, it's so crazy. I was dozing off, right? And then I woke up and I was like, damn, they going at it. And I just watched it.
That match was.
I watched it, bro. When he gave him that Cody cutter from the top rope, I said, oh my goodness. Because they both was on the top. And he gave him I said, he gave him an off the top Cody cutter.
And Jay, when Jay pulled the reverse and gave, I didn't even see that reverse coming. That shit came out of nowhere. Cause I'm like, oh, he's about to get him with the Cody, and then he reversed it and gave it to him, and even the crowd was like, whoa, and I'm like, damn, bro. So, here's a quick question while we're on the topic of Raw. Corey Graves, 2 weeks in a row. What's up?
Who knows?
What is going on here? Is there something we don't know
Where's
about?
Where's Pat McAfee at?
He did the Sunday. He did that PLE on Sunday, and then I got it. He was off that Monday because he did the PLEs all weekend and all that.
Right.
But this is the second week now, and
Corey
there's
Graves.
no Pat McAfee on Raw. We got Corey Graves, who actually I got to give props for the last 2 weeks. Corey Graves has been pretty good. He hasn't botched any names. He hasn't
Maybe
botched
we'll
any
still
moves.
get Pat though on PLEs though.
So
maybe we'll get Pat on the PLEs.
Yeah, but he was signed for Raw. He was signed for Raw. So what's the deal? So I wonder what's up there. I'm gonna have to do some searching on Google and see what's up with Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Because Corey Graves for the second week in a row. And they didn't even. I don't think they even mentioned it. That so. And it was weird because Jey Uso come out and he went over and dapped up Michael Cole and yeeted Michael Cole, but then I felt bad for Corey Graves.
Corey Graves.
Jay didn't even acknowledge him.
Yeah, because he don't know the handshake. They be hitting it. They be pat.
Oh, it was kind of funny.
Funny. He don't know the handshake.
Yeah. So
I went back and watched WrestleMania 41 at Raider Stadium, and I realized, I said, yo, Jey Uso's entrance, like, yo, he was coming down for a long time from where he came out. He didn't. I said, damn, I bet Jay didn't even like realize how long this trip down here was gonna take him. And I was looking at it like, damn. I was looking at him. He was looking like, damn, like it's a long way down, like to the bottom.
Right.
It's crazy.
And New Day showed up.
New Day is trash. Can't stand them, man.
It was kind of funny when he said they were gonna have a match. They was like, what?
Yeah, they was upset. What? We don't know what? Why?
Oh,
New Day. They so. Night of Champions preview. I am so happy about this first match on the card. Don't know if it's gonna be the first match that actually is on the card. This is the first match I see. Very, very happy about this match. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Very excited about that. I would let them go first. They will show up and show out. Especially Karrion Kross. He ain't been on a PLE in so long. He's about to show his you-know-what on Saturday.
And the crowd's been waiting for it. The crowd's been waiting for it, so.
I got Karrion Kross winning that match. Who you got?
I got Karrion Kross too because we're all waiting. We're all waiting for heel Sami Zayn. We're all waiting for it.
Yep,
so he has to lose. He has to lose this match because we all want Sami Zayn the heel. And that's the point that he's been pushing. So
yep. Match number 2. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight. I got Rhea winning. No, I'm sorry, Raquel. If you're watching this, I apologize. I don't see you winning just because of the circumstances behind Liv losing and everything. Right now, you stressed out because you don't know what's about to happen. And the Judgment Day, they're acting weird as hell. I think Raquel's gonna lose.
See, I think they're gonna advance this storyline, and I think this time around, I think Raquel is going to win with the help of Roxanne Perez over Rhea Ripley, and I think we're not gonna see her take Dom. I think the storyline that we're headed for is that she's going to take Raquel from Liv. Because they keep playing this. They keep playing that she's here and she's going to steal Dom. We've seen this before. It's been done.
Yeah.
Let's take it the other way that nobody's really expecting. And I think she's going to take Raquel Rodriguez from her. Even though Raquel was against her coming in. This is what's going to... She's going to help her beat Rhea Ripley. And I think this is where we're going to start to see Rhea Ripley's probably taking this time off to have this baby. So, because that's coming.
Word.
But yeah, I think this is I think Roxanne helps her win. And that's going to... Because Finn's pushing the buttons. So, and JD McDonough knows it now. Because he's laughing about it. So...
Yeah, I know. Finn can't wait to screw Dom over. I can't wait till he do it either.
Ooh. Hey Danielle, what's up? I see Danielle Small in the chat. Oh, it's Daniel.
Another match that I am very, very excited for. Very, very excited for. Super ecstatic. The United States Championship. Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. Oh, the roof gonna come off. Matter of fact, that might be the first match. The roof is gonna come off when that goes down. And it's still in Saudi. I don't understand that. But whatever. We'll talk about that later. But
does Roman come back to help him win over Solo?
No. We won't see Roman until SummerSlam, just like we saw him last year.
Because Jacob's right now got the world stacked against him. Solo's got the numbers game.
Roman is only gonna come back for Seth Rollins to kill him. He ain't coming back for nobody else right now. He gonna come back to get Seth.
He got to win run the gauntlet to win this match.
Yeah.
He got to go up against all these. I still think Jacob wins because I think Jacob is just so over right now. Jacob is just so over right now.
I agree. Quick Queen of the Ring finals. Asuka versus Jade. I'm sorry, I'm choosing Asuka for this one.
I'm torn, but as I said, there's a reason why they got Io Sky with the belt, and I think we're headed towards that. I think we're headed towards Asuka winning, and she's going to challenge Io for the belt.
And then you're going to have Japan. That, you know how big that match is?
That match, that's a SummerSlam match right there. That's a SummerSlam match.
Yeah.
Former partners, that's a money maker. I'm sorry. As much as I like Jade Cargill, you got to look at it from the business perspective and what we're heading into with SummerSlam or Evolution. This could be your big match at Evolution too in Atlanta. But I think Asuka wins. I think Asuka wins this one. And
the great thing too, these PLEs. See, like China, Japan, they all get Netflix. It's on Netflix, so they're able to see it on there. So,
yeah,
that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I think Jade's got some time to wait. I think Asuka's getting this.
Same. King of the Ring finals. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes.
Weird. Randy Orton being in the finals is super weird for me. It is like of all the people, like I get it. You're going out too. I get it. You know. He's putting them over. Randy's gonna put them over.
Yeah.
Randy's putting them over.
Yep. I agree. I think we're gonna see Cody and Cena at SummerSlam.
Because
I think that's one.
Nobody can. This Cody thing, he's a crowd favorite too, but I feel like there's a turn coming with Cody.
At some point, yeah.
and at the way these matches are going with Cena, it's almost like nostalgic. And like I said it before, and I said it again, and I'm going to stick by it. Cena is closing out his last tour here in Boston, Ruthless Aggression, in December. And he has to go out as a face. He's a heel right now. We've seen some moments where he's questioned some thoughts, but he has to go out as face. And the only way that we can continue the storyline and eventually finish with him going face, it's got to be Rock and Cena rematch in December at Ruthless Aggression. This is all got to lead up to him and Rock closing out his career and him going face, and then he could retire, and they could do a tournament leading into WrestleMania for that belt. But
or him and R-Truth.
Yeah, I mean they really brought R-Truth in. They got R-Truth involved in this storyline. So,
at some point we're gonna see Ron Killings fight him again, and it could be the switch.
Yeah, I think Ron Killings is. I still think Ron Killings is pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. I think he's with Cena. He's with Cena.
Maybe he's just doing this to try to help him turn back face. I think so. Last match, undisputed WWE Championship, John Cena versus CM Punk. John Cena's going to win. He's not losing to Ruthless Aggression.
He isn't.
Period.
He isn't. That's what this whole year's about. You can't have this man lose. He's rematching everybody. That's what this tour is all about. He's rematching everybody he's had his best matches with, and they just proved that on Netflix when they did that whole yin yang promo. The roles are reversed now. Blah blah blah. It is what it is. CM Punk is losing. He's just another notch for Cena to just go out. And if we're headed into SummerSlam next, we could probably figure out who's next coming up for Cena as far as his historic matches. And then November we have Survivor Series, so that's the 4-on-4. But so there's a lot there, but like I said, I'm sticking by my prediction that it's Rock and Cena rematch at Ruthless Aggression in December in Boston.
Yep,
And
Rock and Cena. That's what it sounded to me.
And that's why I haven't bought Raw tickets or SmackDown tickets that are coming up, because I'm saving my money for the Ruthless Aggression tickets when they get announced, because I'm gonna be there. If there's anything I'm gonna be there, it's for a Rock Cena rematch.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire. So pretty soon we'll see the final boss. He's gonna peek his head back out at some point.
Yep.
He's gonna come out. Hell, it might even be this weekend. Hell, it might be SummerSlam.
I think it's SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I think it's SummerSlam.
Yeah. Well, great show tonight. This weekend, Night of Champions in Saudi, unless some other BS happens. I'm sure that's where it's going to be, in Saudi.
The security's about to be crazy.
Security going to be nuts. Americans, there won't be one American in the crowd. I guarantee it. It's going to be a whole bunch of
well, Coach,
Iranians
do you follow Coachman, Jonathan Coachman?
Yeah.
Did you see his report when he talked about that the WWE crew that's already over there, they got locked down and couldn't get out the country because they had locked down all the flights out of Qatar? And he was talking about it, and he's like, for all y'all thinking that this isn't a big deal, he's like, I'm already in touch with people who are working the setup for the show out there. And he said it's real out there. So
yeah, I know it's real.
Security's about to be crazy.
The Donald
have your paperwork
in order. Donald is Donalding.
Paperwork in order.
The Donald is doing his thing.
So,
but we won't go there. For my man Sinista1, I'm your boy Lito. This is Turnbuckles and Spilt podcast. We'll catch y'all next week, same time, same channel. One question I want to ask y'all. What's your podcast doing? We out.
What's it doing?
Peace.
Every angle hitting me in vantage point, so I can't abandon joints. Gotta wickedly. Superman of Thor, who am I? Haters mimic me. Any fans cheer them on with their capabilities. Double entendre, crazy lyrically. Had to read a page in Timothy to take it seriously. Cause I ain't scared, I ain't got no fear, baby, get with me. Open doors for the people, you can say it's chivalry. I drop bombs, it'll be a day in infamy. Mainly cause all my ops feeling painful instantly. Stay for sympathy, not me. Creating imagery that everybody you like. I made a simile.